This is a video bio that I created today. It's Sunday, March 4th, 2012. My name is Inta Mitterbach, and I live in Lakewood, Ohio, the United States. And I have a GED, which is a general equivalency diploma, and an Associate of Science, of which I concentrated in physics and astronomy, a Bachelor of Arts in geography, and an MBA, and concentrated in global management, and I am now working on a PhD in public policy for international non-governmental organizations, or NGOs. I expect to graduate in 2016, hopefully not later than that. I'm going to be going to school full-time, and tomorrow will be my first day of class. I'm considered the executive director of World Center Place. It's World Center Place Incorporated. It's an organization that I founded, and I founded it to combine my interests and ideas, skills and experience, education, abilities, as an effort to do something because I was not able to successfully find a job. And it's kind of my dream idea that I put together, and it's designed to do global geographic research, and my idea was to tie together geographic researchers all over the world through the internet to combine efforts and support the efforts of World Center Place Incorporated. There is a website. It's currently under construction. It had been pretty elaborate, and it had some problems and shut down for a while, and it's in the process of going back up, but it's under construction right now. And the other idea with World Center Place was to increase the interest in geography and global issues, and to show people a look at the world, what it looks like here in my backyard, in my neighborhood, and in my corner of the world, and to be able to take a look at different places around the world as I have, and combine not only a visual but also a written report on the areas, providing information on the areas and where they are and about those places. This is my resume on the left-hand side here, and the first part is actually my resume. It's kind of long, and the second part is an addendum, an engineering addendum that combines some of the work that I've done for engineering facilities, and also for NASA. I was able to work for a short time for NASA, which was another one of my dream aspirations that I was able to do. But this is going to scroll, and it's going to go kind of quickly. So if you want to glance at that and take a look, I've received a few awards and commendations. Dean's List. I was made a member of the International Honor Society, Phi Theta Kappa. I wrote quite a few papers, of which I did have published online, and there was actually quite a bit of interest in some of my papers. There was one I had written on Myanmar, of which there were 23,000 readers that actually liked my paper. I was rather thrilled. And I've had a lot of jobs. Haven't really made a huge career move, but I find that all of the experiences that I've had in working for all of those jobs has been a tremendous asset to me, because I've been able to work in different environments and gain experience and ideas, and discover problems and issues that exist in all different types of businesses, and not only with industry and business, but also with the government. And I also worked for defense contractors for a while. And I've done a lot of volunteer work. Actually, with World Center Place, I'm considered to, I'm actually doing that as a volunteer. And I've traveled to a lot of places. I love traveling, and I have an extensive list of places I've been to here, and one of the reasons I did that is, as a writer, you know, those things can be considered an asset. I am familiar with those places, and I can write about those places. I know what they look like, and I know a bit about those experiences. This is the addendum, the engineering addendum, which is basically, a lot of this is what I was doing as a secretary or in school most of the jobs that I've had have been basically secretarial jobs, but these are some of the drawings that I did for my biology labs and my physics labs, and I was pretty proud of them. I liked them. I enjoyed doing them, and it gave me an opportunity to demonstrate what I could do. Having been a graphics artist for defense contractors, I needed to pull together some graphics and sort of demonstrate my abilities as an illustrator, and so I took the opportunity to do that with my labs. This is all part of my physics labs, and I also took a technical writing class. I had thought about working for the government, United States government, and I actually did get, I was thrilled. I got I guess, an acknowledgement from one of the U.S. federal offices that I was considered to be qualified for a technical writing position. Someone else was selected that was considered to be more experienced, but I was happy to finally break out of the secretarial rut and be considered to be qualified to do something other than be a secretary. And these are some of the different areas that I've worked in, and showing specifically what types of things I did in those areas. For example, engineering at electro design manufacturing, or also working electro design manufacturing, what I did as it relates to manufacturing. At CAS, working with marketing and business development, and one of the things I had been interested in also was computer science, and that had been my original focus, academic focus. I was going to go in that direction, but I had a couple discouragements and wound up going off in different directions, and now I kind of have an eclectic collection of degrees. I didn't really concentrate in one area through, but I have some experience, skills, and education in different areas. And another skill I have is desktop publishing. That was something that I was able to take advantage of when I did go into secretarial jobs. I also have a couple copyrights. Those are that was one of my drawings and one of my paintings. And I'm also an aspiring photographer. That was one of the first things I wanted to do, was to become a photographer, so I've taken advantage of those skills also. And I guess in terms of the PhD and what I plan to do with it, it's considered to be a PhD in public policy with a concentration in international non-governmental organizations. I have an interest in Amnesty International. They've done work for rescuing POWs around the world, and they try to help a lot of people that have some real serious problems with those types of problems, and so I had an interest in that. I would think that Amnesty International is considered an international non-governmental organization, as would be probably Red Cross or Greenpeace, or just to name a few. I was trying to find out more about it myself because I was not completely familiar with it. But it is of a international, I guess, international level, of which is of interest to me. I'm interested in finding out more about the world, learning about it, and figuring out how to fit in with it and to help people, and to still do what I enjoy doing somehow. And I like bringing together, I guess, finding problems, discovering problems. Not necessarily that it's great to discover them, but to be able to come up with solutions for those problems, creative solutions, and pulling together teams of people. For example, with my MBA degree, my capstone project was to bring together, I believe it was Thailand and the United States, to help Ethiopia, and it was with regard to their economics. And so I combined government organizations and industrial organizations and World Center Place and pulled that together in an effort to assist Ethiopia. It's difficult because you don't necessarily always know everything you need to know about different parts of the world. Information is not necessarily readily available. You can't necessarily get a true picture and see what the conditions are in a country, and maybe that's something that World Center Place can do, is actually maybe take a better look at the world and present that to the world. And this concludes the presentation brought to you. My name is Inta Mitterbach. I'm also known as Inta. You can call me Inta. I'm in Lakewood, Ohio of USA, on the shores of Lake Erie, and it is Sunday, March 4th. This is my bio presentation. It was prepared today especially for my fellow students at the University of Walden. Thank you.